You might as well get rid of yours. You never played it yet. Yeah, LA. Hit and run, people. We all know who did it.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yep.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
Oh, guess what I got now for Xbox when I went to GameStop that day? Did I even tell you? That I was able to,
all morning.
that I got rid of,
car in the end.
I was able to give them, they bought actually my old PS2 and the Xbox 360. And I bought my, of course I picked up my Walking Dead that day. And also then I also got 2 games out of it. If I told you one game I got, you'd say, oh, why'd you get that game? You don't even like it anyway.
Might do time.
You didn't even care for a game.
She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
Talking about the Marvel collection.
I'll give him something better.
I got 1, 2, and I got 1 and 2 in Avengers now all together. So I got Marvel Superheroes 1, 2, and Avengers. I got, and plus all the season passes in the game automatically. For every, but of course, mostly for Avengers and Superheroes 2, of course, because Avengers didn't have. I mean, Marvel Superheroes 1 didn't have any DLC except 2 character packs that came with it. Oh, plus I got all the character packs too.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look.
Nah, I don't like it for PS4.
The area?
The only one with anything useful to contribate is the young
When I played, when I first got it, I started my Marvel Superheroes 1.
It's not a stage name.
And I freaking, I had a freaking save data because I didn't even know I had it on my, I started on my profile.
Right now we're
at the time, so I did have it. I thought I didn't, and I already had a save data. And what a friggin' difference on friggin' Xbox One X.
Phelps?
Puts a PS4 version to shame.
Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
No, it ain't. That's a lot friggin' better. So.
I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
And let's see. No, I don't want that. No. Hello, thank you.
We can notify next of kin.
Kin.
Patterson has life insurance. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he
Oh,
died.
good. Get it back if you want.
What about the chest wound?
I don't
Isn't
care.
that inconsistent?
I had the real good game,
Very
so.
common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Yep, they have killers, baby.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Feet. Get that right, Cole.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
I don't what? Yeah, okay, whatever.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Buddy, I told you, frigging some games for PS4 are never coming out for Xbox, so. And I'll never get rid of my PS4 for my Last of Us, so. And my Detroit Become Human and some other games.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and
Well,
run case,
I'm not the only one. There's a lot of other people that agree too, so.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Good for you.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps.
Phelps.
This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Eyewitness report.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and
knock him down the street. All right.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Plate.
Only the first three letters,
Letters, I'm afraid.
3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices.
Just
A man and a woman.
Women.
That's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the
newspaper.
I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things.
The things.
Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry.
Miss Perry.
Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so?
So,
I hope you find that driver and put him away.
hey, you fall asleep down there? Yeah, you were gonna come up on the computer. Yeah, right? Yeah, right. Really, you would knock PS4? Really?
Certainly got away with the dame.
You don't knock PS4, that's the problem.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot.
But
It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Esther and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson.
I think that chair is going, I think.
He was.
Doesn't even stay up anymore. It does a little bit. A little bit.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Used to stay up longer,
Lester
bigger
was
than that.
special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No.
You.
He came here with his wife.
Wife.
She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, give me R&I.
R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help,
May I help, detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8.
Yeah.
Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, detective.
Yeah.
Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one. Lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
Any in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just I prefer their unit to handle code 3 identified.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You're packing your bags and making a run for it. You know why we're here.
Yes. The
Accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Don't worry, I got him.
Don't let that asshole get away.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead.
He's dead, Sheldon.
You can't be serious.
Serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Lioness officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211. The shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Officer needs help. 103 and B.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my
Is
husband?
that my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He
No.
got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again,
Again,
sister.
sister.
It's okay, Lorna.
Lorna.
I'm Leroy Sabo.
Sabo.
Well, well.
Well.
Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
Yeah, whatever, buddy.
It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce.
Divorce. Mental cruelty.
Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you?
You.
I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Yeah, I do, actually.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help,
Hey, help,
detective?
detective.
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Huh? Let's see, Central Morgue now.
Continue to respond, Ken.
Bless you.
We could put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Big mistake.
Run that by
The
me
man
again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By patrolman
Captain.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him.
Got him.
Murder 1. We were right there, and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
Now.
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could
make,
all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
He's
He's a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
What? Citizen, what the fuck? Oh.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
Gotcha that time. Creep.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
All right. Next is the.
Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea.
So I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
If you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have lung, breathing, or liver problems.
Where I am now compared to a year ago, it's a story worth sharing.
Living longer than it's true. Keytruda from Merck, with more FDA-approved uses for advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy.
Whoa, pretty far down there. All right, where we heading now? Heading in the mountains, eh? Oh, cool, huh? Ferment relays in
That's an interesting Bukowski. V-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
Are you kidding me?
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
Pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Great.
What? What?
This thing along the mountains here?
Oh, you kidding me? Good luck, buddy.
I don't know why, but this is like not really off. I think it's because we're connected, but like, it's kind of weird.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. I wonder what Veronica Lake
God,
thinks of
are you
that one.
freaking kidding me?
You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating his manly character.
Okay, the clouds are coming in. So now we're in the clouds. That's right. It's just it's so weird because this is not. I don't know how to explain it. It's like not scary at all. Like, just,
I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing.
Better them than me.
Terrible enough being murdered like that. Screwing all over the front pages.
There's a man in there.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Give it up, LAPD.
I'll call it in.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Today is March 30th, 2019. And I did what I had to do now. I got rid of Spectrum now for good because of the issues I've been having, the network crap, and I found out that the ratings are not very good for Spectrum. The ratings for Vios is more higher than Spectrum. So it's worth it. You pay a little more. I mean, it'll be 198, but hey, it's actually better. And I don't have HBO and Cinemax, but we have Showtime, Epix, and Star Z. So that's good. And then we got all the Sasonian channel and all good channels. So, and it's worth it when you think about it because Spectrum is not that. I mean, their internet is fast, but their network sucks. Their Wi-Fi sucks when I use my laptop. My freaking YouTube lags when I watch a video. And then when I broadcast YouTube on my PS4, I always get freaking damn network error and all that crap. I mean, I don't understand what stupid Spectrum does. And, it's just weird. Look at this. So I won't be paying the last bill on Wednesday. I won't get charged for the last day on Wednesday when I pay it. So, but Thursday it will be coming between 9 and 11. So this time, like my father always says, he always thinks, well, yeah, you're going to switch to Verizon. That's weird. Switch back. No. Oh, my God. Vios is the best. End of story. Spectrum stinks for their thing. And we still have our phone number and everything. So we'll still have our 201-373, stuff like that. But, it just sucks. Spectrum is the worst you ever seen. Do not get Spectrum. Okay? I don't know what you are in your area, if your Spectrum is in your area or whatever, but if it is and Vios isn't, I would love to, even Optimum, they said, is not that great. They only give it a 6 point something, 6.3. And that's what my brother has. So, but, that's probably why, because their network probably sucks. And Vios, always said Vios, it's not Vios, it's Fios, whatever, F. So I always said that, and the thing is, their internet, their network is great. They give it an 8.5. Now, the others don't even get that. So that shows you that Fios is the best, if you can have it in your area. So, I hope that you can get it in your area. And if you can't, well, I wish you the luck. But Fios is the best cable company around. Sure, we don't have a place to pay the bill, but we could go to a MoneyGram place in Hackensack to pay it. So it's the best. So, but 2 months, it'll be $256 because of the installment and everything. But I'm going to ask my father if he can give me the $56 for May and June, and then it will be $198 after that. It will be $198 in July. So that's not bad. What? So that I can live with. It's better than $232. So I think at the time we were paying $232 because I added HBO and Cinemax to it, And if you add more channels to it than what you have, then you pay more each time you add a channel. So I will be dealing with HBO and Cinemax, so I don't really care. But I know I always like Star Z and Epix and Showtime, which is good for my, my Shameless that comes every year. Right now it's on, it's a season that won't be on until next year again. But I am done. End of story. Spectrum is history forever. I will keep Fios until we move or whatever. I don't care. It will be in this house as long as we live here. So, and whoever has it after us, the stuff will always be in the basement. So, and they'll always have that advantage. But I am done with Spectrum. Spectrum is the worst cable company. I give Spectrum not even what they give it. I give it a 5.3, a 4.3. It is the worst cable around. And like I always said, my father always says they don't have a time on the cable boxes. I mean, this is terrible. So I will be happy on Thursday. It's coming April 4th. They'll be coming between 9 and 11, so I'll be happy. Sure, we won't have News 12 anymore, but who cares? I don't care, really. I mean, I don't really look at the news anyway, so I don't really care. So there's mostly Channel 7. I would look at the full weather, and that'll be it, But they have TV Land, or we got all our channels, but basically what we have. The only thing we don't have is HBO and Cinemax, but hey, who cares, And plus we won't have all these 2 damn boxes here next to the computer. I mean, Fios has only one thing, and then we have the
what is so funny? Why am I funny?
This video.
So, yeah. So that's all that matters. And plus, well, the stuff is a lot better. So, when you think about it, Fios is the best thing. They give it an 8.5, 8.4. I give Fios a 10.4, 9.4, because they're the best. So if you can get Fios wherever you are, get it. It is great. And today I will be playing another PS4 again after dinner. So we'll be seeing, we spent Detroit Become Human. Now I'll probably play something else. We don't know. But that is my documentary for today. The best thing forever is Fios. Not Vios with a V, it's Fios with an F. Fios. So, whatever you do, get Fios if you live in it, if you can get it in your area. Sure, there's no places around here that, like I said, you go, to pay it in person. And another thing Spectrum does is put their stupid cable wires on the street, which telephone poles, which I don't agree with. So, So, whether Spectrum will be around in another 4 years, I don't know. But all I can say is Fios is the best one you can have. So thank you. Until my next documentary, this is Michael saying goodbye. And have a wonderful, nice day. Bye-bye.
Yay! That was awesome.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
Modem bound. Okay.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky-backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
Sure.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possession as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father
is? I don't care who
We need
your
to get to
father
Coombs
is.
Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Yeah, guess what? You're driving to the place. So.
You're behind the wheel. You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
What'd you say? So awesome? What? Oh, yeah.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke, too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. A little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Piggy Wiggy.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, batch 1247.
1247. Help, detective.
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages, please.
James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
That's the one.
And he swears that something.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Any in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Any in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with a gift key.
Thanks.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap.
Crummy
He said
bastard.
all's fair in love and war.
James Velasco?
Let's go.
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Gene Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay, okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
So you're the...
She wants a 5. That price is outrageous.
Goddamn Harry.
How bad is it?
LAPD.
I got a call
We'll take
back
it from
that
here.
Universal
God
Chorus
damn
line.
it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made 0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
Welcome to my broadcast, person.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
Belasco's owner papers.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our story...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
Trying my patience here, Jean. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go?
Please? Oh, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Jean. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money, and we'll find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
What were you saying? You said something. What was what all about?
He's only a writer. He can't really help it.
I said, welcome to my broadcast. That's all I said. Marquee Printing Company. Well, he didn't stay anyway, so he left. Probably played the game a long time ago, so why would he care? Well, good for him. He doesn't know what's good.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you?
Wait, who cares what anybody else likes? All that matters is I like the game, so.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Person doesn't know what's good.
The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a...
It's the only thing I can think of.
A man with high standards.
My standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
WQXR is supported by the Metropolitan Opera, presenting their new podcast, Aria Code. This month, the next production of Wagner's complete Ring Cycle returns, with Christine Gerke as Brunhilde. Also on stage, Verdi's Falstaff with Ambrosio Maestri, plus the Las Vegas-themed Rigoletto. More at metopera.org.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
And what? And what? Knowledge of theft racket, okay.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not.
No.
Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
We certainly encourage repeat business, Lightbulb. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments. Can you drive to this one?
I can let you know what?
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it?
I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me. Throw out the guns.
Let me see if I can put one between your eyes. You're coming, come get me.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Pile in, goddammit! Over here, for the love of God!
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Keep moving!
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead. Weapons on the ground, now! Stay down.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot!
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Welcome, two people.
Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
And is often referred to as the Dean of African American composers. Indeed, he was a remarkable trailblazer, becoming the first African American to conduct a major American orchestra.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Oh, crap.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck. But I don't think you're in charge. Make it easy.
Yeah, that's the new mayor. That's the mayor of New York's thing.
You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall. The guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
Gordon Lightfall owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightfall plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
$19 for the Marizana Bridge?
Yep.
What the hell does the Marizana Bridge go to again?
Marizana Bridge to go to New York.
Jeez, that's fucking ridiculous. Tell me about...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
No, it's stupid. I mean, it's dumb.
What a
The
mess.
stupid mayor of New York wanted to
gonna
do
take
that.
some cleaning
They're
up,
doing
that's
that
for
so they can make I forgot what the heck he
Shouldn't bring
said they're
guns to work
doing
with
or
us.
something.
We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to
I
admire
think
the
it's due for the
barefaced cheek
new
of someone
train
who tries to
station
blow
or
your brains
something
out
or
one
other.
minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves
These
that they're
days.
not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy.
Tell me about it. I
Bigelow,
know, it's
Lightfall,
ridiculous.
all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long
$19
they
to
could
go
have
to
kept
New
this
York?
racket
What
going.
up?
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Yeah, most people pay cash, they'll pay $19. But the people have easy passes. Because easy passes, people pay a lot lesser to get it from emails. I mean, from the north and the mail, not mail. I mean, they get a bill in the mail. About how many times they use it, it depends on how many times you use Easy Pass, But in a way, it's a lot worth it than using cash otherwise.
What the hell is fucking going on here? No, I can't get into my right track.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightbulb.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightbulb. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Really? Yeah, how about some nice betting slips, buddy? Yeah, there you go.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightbulb.
Next one is a fallen idol. All right, cool. Yay.
I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper. You
need to shut up now, Lightbulb. Gordon Lightbulb, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed the nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire,
if you put a dash in your password,
criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
What did it say, anyway?
Go up to 16%, I get 20 some odd days left.
So when is the 20 days up, then?
26 days.
26 days, when the heck is that? At the end of this month?
Less than a month.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.